sharp shredded cheddar. Cool beans. This was my sugar spoon. Just mix it up a little bit so the cheddar gets some heat on it. Nice. So nice. Okay. And then just let's... Are you still there? That's so fantastic. I'm just going to stuff these babies. Oh, this smells so good. Mmm. Okay. There's one. Oh. That's smart, Bailey. Use your pepper to level the thing. Okay. Neat. I'm gonna just do some breadcrumbs. Good to go. Do breadcrumbs in my hand. Woohoo! No one said it was clean. This is a dirty meal. Christina Aguilera dirty. Alright kids, look at this. I got these peppercini rings. I'm going to put them over top. Like little eyeballs. Hi Papa. Look at that. You want ones that look pretty. There. It's going to be cool. If I had like pimento from the olive or like a red pepper, I'd just put a little sprig in there. You totally couldn't see anything I did. Look at them. Cool. I'm going to stir this sauce. I'm going to throw the chicken in the toaster oven so that I can hurry up and get these bad boys cooking. Come look at this real quick, and then we'll go on break. Everything else from here is just super simple. Alright, this is a very thick sauce. Smells really good. Okay, peppers are good to go. Chicken's gonna go. I'm gonna throw it right now into the toaster oven. 10 minutes max on that. You could do it in the regular oven. If you wanted to cook it all up in here, you could, but then it's gonna get real tough. Okay, I'm just gonna do some cleanup. I'm gonna put these guys in this cooking pan for now. I am gonna spray it, but to get them out of the way, I'm gonna put them there. Cool. Get this cleaned up, and then we'll be right back. Okay. Hey, welcome back. Okay, really all I did was clean up. Chicken's been in there for about 2 minutes now. And also, I poured another 1/4 cup of the red wine in here because it had really thickened down. So it's just boiling away. Look, I've got this reserve of button mushrooms. I used about 8 of them. And I cut them into some decent sized kind of chunks. There was no real science to it. You see they're all different shapes. But I'm going to go ahead and throw these in with the sauce. All of them. And then here's what I'm going to do. And I think it's so cool the color that the sauce turned with just a tiny bit of tomato sauce and butter. It went from red to brown. Do you like the close-up of my face right now? I know you do. Alright, I don't know. I'm not finding the right thing. But so I'm just going to look down. Come on. No, really. Look down. See, I'm just going to make sure they get coated with that sauce. Because it kind of, I don't know, the way I think of it is like, if you're in a bed and like, you have the blanket over your head and then, you know, someone does a Dutch oven. You know what that is? If not, I'm not going to tell you. But you know how like, it's real thick? Well, I think like if I put the sauce over these mushrooms, it kind of does the same thing and it holds them down and it makes them cook fast. There's no proof to that theory, but it makes sense to me. Let's real quick make our Caesar dressing. It is so super simple. I got the little the thing of romaine, right? Come on and look down into my dressing. This is boiling, by the way. I'm turning it down to a simmer. Okay. I got a little whisk. Seriously, all these whisks, they're just so easy to find all of a sudden. It's like God heard my prayer. All right. I got mayonnaise. And look, I'm only making a little bit. I'm making enough for that. Quadruple it if you were going to do salad for 4. Okay? So that's just a spoonful of mayonnaise with the lid on the grisound. I've got some Dijon mustard. Arr. Squirtsy, squirtsies. Can you see? Cool. There's that, some squirtsy, squirtsy. This is another time that calls for lemon juice. I'm going to use lime. Not that they're always interchangeable, but I really like lime a lot better than lemon. Okay, and black pepper. Pretty decent amount of black pepper. And Parmesan. This is going to be a tasty Caesar, and that's how I do it. Caesar generally has anchovy in it, but in my years of working in the restaurant industry, that's the one thing that makes people not want Caesar, is the anchovy. And I can tell you this, you can't tell. I once had this dude tell me he was allergic to fish after he'd already ordered a salmon, or a Caesar salad, and we had anchovies in the dressing, and he ate it up. And I said, really, you're allergic to fish? He said, yeah. I said, okay, tell me by dessert if you're feeling anything. He said, why? I said, because there's fish in the Caesar dressing, dork. Then he argued with me for half an hour that Caesar dressing did not have anchovies. And I said, really? Historically? It does. Anyway, that's a story you didn't really need to know. I'm sorry. Do you see? That's my Caesar dressing. Let's take this crouton. I'm really sorry I told you that whole story. I talk a lot. This is just kind of make a crouton. It's just bread. I have this friend who swears by, we've got this store by me that is this big, like, grocery store that also is like a, you know, like a Super K or a Super Wall or something like that, but it's none of those. Anyway, he only buys the croutons from this certain place. He says, I don't know, they're so good, and they're like really expensive. And I always say, dude, make your own croutons. Everyone has bread. So look, there's my croutons. I'm going to pour some dressing over top. That's a nice little, you know, like appetizer-y, salad-y. And you can always do the same recipe, add chicken, turn it into a wrap. Super crazy cool. You could also do garlic salt in there if you wanted to. And Parmesan to top it off. Cracked black pepper. Look at that. This fancy little Caesar salad. It's all mini and shite. I'm going to take a bite of that. Chicken should be done. I'm going to pull it out and just, I really kind of want a bite of this, though, because it sounds really good. And I really like Caesar salad. So good. It's so surprisingly simple. Love it. You really can't go wrong with that. I love to put banana peppers and onions in my Caesar salad too, but it's not very standard procedure. Alright. Mushrooms have cooked down. Sauce is thick as thieves. This is great. Look. That's some cool looking. Yeah? Let's pull the chicken out. Because these are the tenders, they really do cook up in like no time. Okay, come on down. Take a look, see. This is the big guy. I'm going to cut it open. Ow, ow, ow. Do you see? Ow. Seriously, I burn myself every episode. Anyway, that's the thickest one. I'm going to set it up so you can see. It's totally cooked all the way through. It smells like popcorn. Isn't that weird? Okay. Look. Just throw them in with this. Put that out. Still got my toaster oven on. I'm going to throw these peppers in there. These we're going to leave in there for probably about 25 minutes. Oh, that one's tall. Hold on, there's a tall one that's trying to get eaten by the top. Ow. 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 Measurements are good to know, people. Okay, cool. Did it. Ow. This splashed me. Do you want to look? Okay. This crouton, the rest of this crouton is going to fix. Let's get a plate. I'm not going to get a purple plate because then what are you going to see? Nothing. You could also do a nice onion and pepper blend in this if you wanted to. And I'm going to get a spoon that has, you know, some sauce to go on it. This is a good one. Oh, this looks so pretty. I'm honestly really, really excited to eat this because I love it. Make sure you cook that wine though. It's got 2 little pieces of chicken. Pour the sauce. It's real thick. Look at this. I make a lot of food that's like purple and red and pink and blue. It's weird. Look. It's so good. Yum. It's really hot, but I'm going to take a bite anyway. It's so pretty. It's such a nice color brown. This chicken is super tender too because we sealed all the juices in when we like sauteed it on both sides. So effing good. It's so Italian and homey, and it's a fantastic wine sauce. It's a fantastic dish. You could really do it up however you want. The kicker is the sauce. The mushrooms don't need to cook for long. See how tender they came out? They were in there for like, I don't know, a minute and a half. They're really delicious. Okay. Alright. I'm going to package these things up. We'll come back in just a minute when the pepper are all done. And that'll be all 3 courses. Pretty neat, huh? Caesar salad with homemade dressing, chicken marsala, cabernet, whatever you want to call it, and some stuffed pepperages coming up. Alright, meet me back in... I was about to do 2 and 2. I'm not going to do it. Meet me in a few. And we're back. Seriously, I scarfed that whole bowl of the chicken marsala that I made. I saved the Caesar salad for Erin in case she comes down. She just got back from something. I don't know. Listen. Look at this stuffed pepper. It's gorgeous. See that nice skin? It got kind of soft and tender, and it's that color I was telling you about. You know, when the green peppers are cooked, they turn that fun color and get all wrinkled, like they're real old. And look, isn't that gorgeous? All browned on top. Let's cut into this bad boy, shall we? I could definitely make a sauce to go over it. I don't really know how to eat it, but I know I want a piece of the pepper. Okay, you know what? I'm not going to have a piece of the pepper, because... Oh. Ooh, it's real gooey. So exciting. You see how steamy it is, too? Seriously, I use the worst words to describe food. Crusty, steamy, gooey. I don't know that that's good. It's going to be really hot. Mmm. Mmm. Fantastic. I was kind of worried that a stuffed pepper was too like Polish for an Italian kind of theme, but when I did the fennel seeds with the ground beef, it really did that, and the basil, and it really did take on a sort of Italian sausage flavor, and the pepperoncinis give it, you know, kind of that last little flair. I'm gonna eat one. This is really good. It's got a lot of flavor. It's not too sweet because of the molasses. It mixed nicely with everything else. And notice I didn't over-season it. I tend to add a lot of seasoning to my food. I wanted this one to just have all the natural flavors of the veggies going into it, and, you know, the few seasonings I did add. One more bite. Mmm. With that pepperoni. The cheese melted. It's really good. Okay. Listen, I like what I cook. It'd be pretty shady if I didn't. Alright. So, this has been Bailey's Choice. I have made my choices. You go out and make yours. And please, try to make some smart ones.